Welcome to our channel. If you're a wood vintage art lover, you're in for a treat. In today's video, we'll explore a range of inspiring ideas that celebrate the beauty of aged wood and the charm of vintage craftsmanship. Whether you're looking to create unique home decor, functional pieces, or artistic expressions, these ideas will ignite your creativity and help you transform ordinary materials into extraordinary works of art. So, grab your tools and let's dive into the world of vintage wood art. Here are some inspiring ideas for vintage wood art lovers that celebrate the charm of aged materials and craftsmanship. 1. Reclaimed wood picture frames. Idea: create unique picture frames using reclaimed wood. Mix different textures and finishes to highlight the vintage character of each piece. Tip: incorporate vintage-style hardware for added charm. 2. Distressed wooden signs. Idea: craft personalized wooden signs with vintage-inspired typography. Use techniques like distressing and stenciling to achieve an aged look. Tip: choose phrases that resonate with you or your decor theme. 3. Antique furniture restoration. Idea: restore an old piece of furniture, such as a chair or table, to its former glory. Embrace imperfections that tell a story while adding your artistic touch. Tip: use milk paint or chalk paint for a vintage finish. Vintage-inspired wall art. Idea: design wall art using wood slices or palettes. Paint or stencil vintage patterns, quotes, or botanical designs to create a rustic focal point. Tip: arrange multiple pieces in a gallery style for added impact. 5. Upcycled wooden crates. Idea: transform old wooden crates into stylish storage solutions or display units. Add vintage labels or stenciled designs for a nostalgic feel. Tip: stack them creatively to create an eye-catching display. 6. Wooden candle holders. Six. Wooden candle holders. Idea: craft candle holders from reclaimed wood, incorporating vintage elements like wrought iron or glass accents. Tip: use different heights and shapes for a dynamic centerpiece. 7. Rustic coat rack. Idea: build a rustic coat rack from reclaimed wood beams, incorporating vintage hooks and knobs for a charming touch. Tip: stain the wood to enhance its natural grain and character. 8. Vintage wood jewelry box. Idea: create a jewelry box from vintage wood, incorporating intricate carvings or inlays for a timeless look. Tip: use antique hardware for an authentic finish. 9. Wooden plant stands. Idea: design unique plant stands from vintage wood, combining different heights and styles to create a layered display for your plants. Tip: incorporate decorative elements like old books or small sculptures for added interest. 10. Artistic serving trays. Idea: craft serving trays from reclaimed wood, adding painted designs or decoupage with vintage images for a personalized touch. Tip: use food-safe finishes to make them functional as well as decorative. These ideas celebrate the beauty of vintage wood and allow you to express your artistic flair while creating functional art pieces that enhance your living space. Whether you're restoring old materials or crafting new designs inspired by the past, let your creativity shine. 11. Wooden wall shelves. Idea: create rustic floating shelves from reclaimed barn wood. Use brackets that reflect vintage styles for a cohesive look. Tip: distress the wood for a weathered appearance, perfect for displaying vintage collectibles. 12. Vintage style ladder. Idea: build a decorative wooden ladder to display blankets or plants. Use aged wood to enhance the vintage feel. Tip: add hooks or small shelves for extra functionality. Wooden clock. Idea: craft a wall clock from a large wooden disc, using vintage clock mechanisms. Decorate it with stencils or artistic designs. Tip: use a combination of natural and painted finishes for a unique look. 14. Antique wood table runner. Idea: create a table runner using a long, narrow piece of reclaimed wood. Decorate it with vintage lace or stenciled patterns. Tip: use it as a base for a centerpiece, enhancing your dining experience. 15. Vintage photo display. Idea: design a creative photo display using wooden palettes or frames. Hang vintage photos with clips or twine for a nostalgic touch. Tip: arrange the display in a grid or a freeform style to showcase your personality. 16. Wooden toy chest. Idea: build a vintage-style toy chest from reclaimed wood. Add decorative carvings or stenciled designs to make it special. Tip: use a latch or hinges that match the vintage theme for authenticity. 17. Rustic bar cart. Idea: create a bar cart from vintage wood, incorporating wheels for mobility. Style it with antique glassware for a charming look. Tip: use reclaimed wood for shelves and add decorative metal accents. 18. Wooden serving boards. Idea: craft serving boards from various types of wood, using a mix of shapes and sizes. Add personalized engravings or stenciling. Tip: finish with food-safe oil to highlight the wood grain. 19. Vintage music stand. Idea: build a music stand from reclaimed wood, incorporating vintage hardware and decorative elements. Tip: use a distressed finish to enhance its vintage appeal. 20. Wooden plant hangers. Idea: create hanging plant holders using wooden dowels or branches. Incorporate macrame or vintage fabrics for a bohemian touch. Tip: use color stains that reflect a vintage palette for added charm. 21. Artisan wooden bench. Idea: craft a bench from reclaimed wood, featuring intricate details or carvings that reflect vintage craftsmanship. Tip: pair with vintage cushions for comfort and style. Thank you for joining us on this creative journey through vintage wood art. We hope these inspiring ideas have sparked your imagination and encouraged you to explore your own creativity. Remember, each piece tells a story, and with every project, you're not just crafting art, you're preserving a piece of history. If you enjoyed this video, please give it a thumbs up, share your thoughts in the comments, and don't forget to subscribe for more inspiring DIY projects. Happy crafting, and let your love for vintage wood shine.